Thank you for visiting housebuyersdirect.com. I'm here to answer some questions today. Some of the most frequently asked questions on our website are listed on the site. You can visit them in Seller's Education, where you can get information on these questions and many more. You can also call our office if you have questions that we're not fully answering or slightly you have a different question that's different than what's on there. Please give us a call. You can call me directly. You can call someone in my office, and we'll be more than happy to answer the questions. This question I'm going to answer right now is, can I get a full priced offer on my property? This is on the website. People do ask this question, not always. No, you cannot get a full price offer, or we will not give you a full price offer for your house. What we will do is we'll figure out what the house will be worth in its perfect condition, where the houses in that area have sold for the highest price possible. What did they do to those houses to make them worth the highest price possible? What is your house like right now? Is it exactly right up there? If it is, and then you don't need to sell to us, and we would turn down your deal. Just like if a house is in really bad shape and you owe too much for it, more than what it's worth, we can't help you. Down here, we're gonna turn you down as well, because it's in your best interest to fix it up, or rent it out, or do something else to salvage that deal. Up here, if it's in perfect shape, you shouldn't sell to us. You could just go out and list it. What you need to know is you're going to have expenses involved in selling your property. If your house is worth $100,000 and you sell it for $100,000, you do not take home $100,000. You're going to take home somewhere around $85,000. This is an estimate, and those numbers can be different. But basically, you have your commissions for your listing agent and your buyer's agent. You have your cost of closing, your closing expenses, and your legal fees. You have the cost of the mortgage, tax, and insurance, and everything else that is going to be a carrying cost for you until from the day you try to sell to the day you actually sell. And I'm assuming that you do not live in the house. If you do live in the house, the situation is a little different. You have those expenses anyway. But if you don't, you're going to have those same carrying costs. Also, you need to renovate the house. If the house needs work, then you need to renovate it. But in this case, the house is in perfect shape, needs no work. You're still going to make somewhere around $85,000 on a $100,000 house. So you got a full price offer, but the reality is you're not taking home that kind of money. That's if you sell it on your own. When we buy it from you, we're just going to give you a number based on what we think it's worth. So for what it's worth right now, I'm going to tell you something, and you can't hold me to it because I don't know your particular house. But there's a $100,000 house. We know it's going to cost us $15,000 for all of the sales costs and holding costs and commissions and everything else that we're going to encounter. And then there's going to be $10,000 in renovations, let's say. So that $85,000 is now $75,000 because of the $10,000 in renovations. So if we offered you $75,000 on this house, which has now $25,000 worth of expenses, then we'd make no money at all. We have no profit. What we need to do is we do need to make a profit. We make anywhere from 10 to 15% profit. That's how much we need to make free and clear. At the point of 10 to 15% profit, that number reduces down a little bit more. So 75 becomes 65, and it might become 60. So we're offering you on a $100,000 house $60,000 because all of these expenses up here have to be accounted for. And now we're talking about how much profit do we want to make. We want to make $10,000 to $15,000 profit. If we buy the house, spend all the money to buy the house, spend all the money to fix up the house, and keep it on our books for that period of time it takes to sell the house, then we're going to want to make profit. And if we make that profit of 10 to 15%, then that's really good for us, because that means we have all of our overhead for our business covered, and then we have about a certain amount of profit on top of that. So that 15% is not as big as other people can charge, but it's just enough that makes sense for us to keep moving forward and buy as many houses as we need to be profitable, and also give you the most we possibly can. So although we cannot give you the top dollar so to say, and the way it was worded was full price offer. Although we cannot offer you a full priced offer, we are offering you the most money that any experienced buyer is going to offer you, bar none. We will be the highest price, and we guarantee it 100%. Any written offer, we will match it, no problems whatsoever. So, long story short, very long story short, I want to make this very clear. Yes, we will give you the best price that we can offer you, the highest price that we're comfortable with, where we still make a little bit of money. We will offer you that price, but it's not a full price offer. It can never be, because you will never get full price because of all those expenses we explained. I hope that helps.